Welcome back, my Nakamas. Today we talk about the new meta because we're getting like new starter decks in this format, and it is the 8.5 format. We get Smoker, Whitebeard, Katakuri, and more starter decks coming out into this meta, and this will change a bit. But first, right, left, hit out the thumbs up button for more awesome content and subscribe for free because you're on my way to 1,950 subscribers, and we do a giveaway. We give away one of these starter decks of your choice. You can choose one of these starter decks, guys, of your choice. What you need to do is subscribe, send the video to your friends, and we get like the amount of subscribers we need. Like the video, let me know in the comment section down below what is your favorite starter deck of these starter decks coming out, and let's go into this nice video. Okay guys, we are right now at the tier list I have for you. I will showcase you as well the new starter decks coming out, what support we're getting, where the deck's standing. We start first with one of the tier 1.5 contenders, Zoro. This deck don't get any support because the Whitebeard deck, let's look at this for a second. The Whitebeard deck, we have the Monkey Luffy, Doflamingo, Edward Newgate deck. And then we can press search and we get it. So we're having reprints here as some few new cards in it, as well as the 7 Whitebeard is not a card we want to play in Zoro. Then we look maybe into the cheaper cards. We get a no Atmos when attacking. If you do this Edward Newgate, you cannot add life to your hand using your own effect during this turn. What makes it really cool, we get a new ace. If you do that, it includes Whitebeard Pirate, so everything is Whitebeard Pirate themed, so we cannot use this in Zoro. So Zoro will be the same list as it is right now. Aggression, pure strength is really good. Maybe Black can now catch up with the marine support they're getting up in the matchup, but Zoro had a lot of additional tops, but maybe facing the problem versus the Doflamingo because it's better deck than Zoro in all points because it has so much support, and it's the reason I think Zoro will be one of the lower tier 1.5 decks, but suitable as tier 1.5 because it's very strong. Whitebeard, sadly, the support is not that great, so we'll put him in tier 2. Like I told you, with the Atmos you cannot add life to your hand. You get a new gate for 7. On play, give up to 1 rested zone card to your leader and one of your characters. Oh, that's really good. Active main, you may rest this character KO one of your 5,000 or less characters. It's okay as well. But in the meta, guys, where Zabo is played all the time, that's kind of issue. You cannot destroy something. We get the ace, it gets rush. If he does Whitebeard, this is really good, and this card can attack on the turn which card is played. Once per turn, this character will be removed from the field. You give this character mana for 2,000, so it's at 4, but sometimes it gets attacked more. And the rest of this is mostly like reprints, like nothing new coming here out. OP2 you see, OP3, OP3, and not much new cards. This King Dew is new, and that's blocker. On opponent's turn, when this card is KO by effect to one of your leader 2,000 power on this turn, this is really good. And we get a new touch. Maybe the down row here is the new card. On play, if your leader includes Whitebeard Pirates, give up to one of your characters minus 2,000 during this turn, and add up 1 card to your life, to your hand. It's okay. Like I think this Atmos, the blocker ace, and the Whitebeard is really good for the deck, but it don't be that great. Uta, sadly going to tier 3. Uta don't get this much support, sadly. Green star deck Uta, search, boop, boop. And we get the new cards on the bottom row. The new Uta is a blocker. What is really good, active main. Once per turn, you might trash 1 film tap card in your hand to give 1 resistance to one of your character or leader. What's really good because for your leader you need 1 Don to activate it. You get the film Bartolomeo as an other tier. You get some new orders for the cards. It's really good. You get a new Gordon blocker on your opponent's attack. You might trash any of music type cards from your hand. You leader one of your character against 1,000 tower during this battle. It's okay. Then we get a new Chala Katakuri. This affiliates film. At time when you have 6 or more rested cards, this character against 2,000. If you play something out, that's really okay. But only the Uta is good right now. On play, KO up to one of your opponent's rested cards. So this Shanks is really good for the effect. and we get a new 2-cost Ruffy. If you have a roosted Uta, this character can summon 1000, it's not good. So only these 2 cards I think is cool. But for the reprints, for the Uta lovers, you have really much a lot to pick up here for like new artworks to get, as well as the Shanks, the Uta, new film cards, and the Bartolomeo if you didn't pick it up, as well as the Luffy from the older sets if you don't have it. It's really cool, but sadly tier 3. As well as the tier 2 deck, I would put up Law. Law don't get support this much in this upcoming decks. You can play it like it usually should be, with Searcher and stuff like that, bounce back and attack with Supernovas, but I don't think it's that kind of strong. As a tier 1 contender is Black Hero Luffy. This deck is right now in Japan a tier 1 contender as well, and winning OP8.5 stuff. This deck is really strong to having additional 4000. This deck can play Perona if it be functional in the meta. It can play the finger gun to destroy something on the board with Kuzans and all the stuff. The really good thing is about versus the Black Yellow versus the ST Luffy to play out Kuzan to reduce the jacks on the opponent's turn. What is really strong, or like the Moria that the ST Luffy don't have the 1000 plus, or this makes it really strong, so it has a really much functional play in this meta, and it can hold up with Doflamingo. What's really important, Enel I will put as tier 1.5. This leader is really strong. We get to Katakuri as well, because we're talking about yellow. Katakuri gets support as well. Let me look it up, guys. I'm sorry for taking a bit. So we have started deck Katakuri. New artworks. We get a new Katakuri. This one is really strong. It's blocker and active, and once per turn you may turn 1 card from your top of your life card face up and give one rested Dawn card to your leader, and your leader needs it to put buff it up on 7, and 7 is the holy grail number in this card can, because it's hardly to counter. And this trigger's not that great. It has a trigger, you might trash 1 card to play this card. Once per turn this character would be killed, but in effect you might trash 1 card top of your life instead. You don't will see play in that. This Brulee is a 3-cost trigger. Look at the top of one of your opponent's life cards and then place top or bottom. It's not that great as well. And putting on play, you might add 1 card from top or life cards. So you have set up one of your big mammoth types card fearless active. Not that good. Trigger rest up to one of your opponent's character with 3 costs or less. Not that great. This big mammoth is really good. On play, you might trash 1 card from your hand. Your opponent choose 1. Your opponent trashes 2 cards from their hand, or trash 1 life from the top cards. So it's like a mini issue, trashing 2 cards. They can choose. If you can choose it will be much greater. Or you trash 1 life cards. It's really strong if you are not on curve, as well as the Katakuri. And I think this boosts Katakuri to tier 1.5. Having the 5 cost to additionally are not on curve going. If you need to go first or second, then having these cards helps you really much in this matchup. And this one thing about Katakuri getting buffed really good, and you can play this Linden as well in your pudding list, but I see Pudding exactly as a better tier 2 deck. If you know what you need to play with, it's really easy. Black is the black meta right now. You can delete much stuff. You take all the life in the black matchup. If you play Robluchi or ST Luffy, you take all the life as well. Playing Luchi with Katakuri in the old format is like literally the same. You take all the life cards, and then having a lot of hand cards and stuff, and removal to threaten you. Talking about, I don't have the Robluchi here, right? I missed the Robluchi. Yeah, okay. Robluchi is tier 1, guys. Okay, Robluchi tier 1, 100%. Let me look up in the second. I forgot to put Robluchi in here. Okay. It's like really strong. Like, okay, we get to Doflamingo. Doflamingo, we talk about every yellow deck, yes. Okay, Yamato, like, don't get much support versus tier 2 leader. It's really good. Nami, I see Nami as a tier 1.5 leader. I don't think she's that really great right now, because there are a lot of decks can really pressure her down, and that's one thing she has problems with. The leader is really good and topping right now, but you need to have your curve and specific stuff, and I had a lot of times where the Nami player, let me put up real second the Robluchi here, where the Nami player had problems versus the board, and it need to be perfectly down. It topped really good, yes, I will say that 100% sure, but I don't think it's very suitable for Nami. We look right now at the next deck, and this is the Doflamingo. And now I'm searching for where I put my Rabluchi. I want to add him in here. Maybe I haven't and I didn't saw him. No, now I'm having. Okay. Now here's Rabluchi. Rabluchi as well, tier 1. Rabluchi is really strong. It's right now in OP8.5 as well. The same list, it doesn't change anything. The same list as before is really strong. The leader insanely powerful with controlling and pressuring the board. It changed nothing in the list. You're playing Jack and Kaido. People don't play issue right now because people are on the track on issue. That's really much the problem, and I don't think it's that much suitable for it, but it is okay. I say I will play Kaido over because Kaido is one good card because it trashes. If it didn't trash, the card was worse, but I think it's really broken. We get down a bit of decks. Carrot don't get support here. Sadly, is in the tier 3 version, as well as the Sanji and Zoro leader and the King leader. I'm really sorry about that one. We put this Dofi away because we got the newer artwork from the Dofi. We got all new artworks. I have like double amount of artworks. Vegapunk is sadly not a great deck as well. Didn't get any support. You can play now the linear if you want to, but you don't get much trigger cuts. You get always a slide of push every time, but not that great. And I don't say about Nami, I don't say it's suitable in tier 1.5. It's one of the best tier 1.5. I would say you can put it in tier 1, but for me it's like tier 1.5. Reiju as well as a tier 2 deck. It's not that. I will put Reiju as tier 1.5, but Zoro I will put as a worse one tier 1.5. And Reiju is really strong with the effects, but having a problem about Starter deck. Ruffy has a problem. Rabluchi and Blackie and Luffy has really much problems about this one because they control your board really good. Peruna is a better tier 2 deck. It's really strong with Gecko Moria, one of the strongest black cards. Gets the support, is really OP. Okay, we put some decks down here that the tier list is a little bit filling up. These decks didn't get any support in the 8.5, so that doesn't change anything. Uta got support. You can put Uta if you want to tier 2, but you have a lot of hand cards. But if your board gets controlled, you have much problems on losing them really fast. One of the most broken leaders is Doflamingo. This leader is insane. As well, Blackie, Luffy and Rabluchi are right now in Japan holding with Blackbeard the meta right now. So I think these 3 decks are really strong. We have the new Crocodile on playable with 1 card from your top of the deck. If this card is 7 Lord of the Sea, what is type, draw 2 cards and place 1 card from your hand at the top of your deck, so you know with the Dofi effect what you can play, what is really strong, and what you're drawing next turn. And then we get a new Trafalgar on play. You might return 1 of your characters to the owner's hand. If you has a 7 Warlords type, return up to 1 of your characters with a cost 4 less to your owner's hand. Really strong. You have the buggy, what you're playing on play. Look at top 3 cards of your deck, place them to top of your deck in any order. You don't need to rely on the Flamingo 3 cost anymore. Now you can play and swing and know with the buggy and the Peruna which order you want to have in. One of the best cards is the Boa Hancock. It is blocker. On play, look at the top 3 cards from the top of your deck and place them at the top or bottom to any order. So we're having a lot of top or bottom looking mechanics in this deck, like giving more, and then give up to 1 Restodon card to 1 of your 7 Demon Lords type characters, so you don't need to do your effect because your effect says don't do when attacking 1 cost. So we're having 1 additionally, so you need to open up 6, so you can play her and then swing and have the effect with him, so playing out 2 buddies. And that's the thing, you're playing out really much buddies on board. They put this Jinbei in, we don't have the other Jinbei. What's really the problem? Because it's really strong. Because the Jinbei is like spicing up or rocking up insanely. They didn't put this one in, and you see it's going up. For the CG player, maybe higher one, but we have it on 7 right now. But I think if the people get track on how broken Doflamingo is, this card will go more up. Okay, then we have Marco. I will put Marco as a tier 2 deck. It's not that strong, it's not that great. It is really okay. I will put Boa as a tier 1.5 contender because you can play cards in it like the Boar for yourself. It's really strong. We get a new unit as well. Active main, once per turn you might place 1 card from your hand or bottom to your deck, give 2 rested down cards to one of the leader character. Setting out blocker, then it will be playable. But Boar is a really strong deck, and black decks in the top meta have problems to deal with it. What is really much the problem? I don't have ST Luffy in here. What's wrong? I don't have the ST Luffy in here as well. Okay. Starter deck Luffy. Okay. We get them in here because Starter deck Luffy I want to talk about as well. But I didn't have track in the last one that he's coming. Okay. Then Black Moria. Black Moria is the problem. It don't get any support and is outclassed right now by the other decks. So I will put him in a tier 2 contender right now. Bonnie is a really strong 1.5 contender. I don't want to put Bonnie in tier 1 because Bonnie, I don't think she can match Doflamingo. She can match Black Luffy. But it's really hard right now. Blucci and ST Luffy control hair was really strong, and we have one last, like 2 decks left. This is the purple Luffy. I will get you the ST Luffy as well in this list. Luffy's Starter deck I think is really strong. Let's put this one here up again. Here's the ST Luffy for you guys. I think the purple Luffy is really strong. It won some tournaments, and I think it's very suitable to be one of the top best decks. The new cards getting out is Ujuhachi. On play, if you have 8 or more Don cards on your field, rest up to one of your opponent's character with 5 cost or less. Really strong because the ST buffs everything on 5. You need that. This Nami is really strong. Onami blocker. On play, if you have 8 or more Don cards on the field, trash 1 card from your hand and draw 2. Really strong. 1k counter. Then the Senki you don't play when attacking. Once per turn, if you have 8 or more Don cards field, draw 1. This one is not good because you have Kid or Queen. What is better on the 5 Don turn. We got Zorojuru's in here, what's really cool. Then one of the new broken cards, Zoro 4, cost 6k, no counter. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, do 1 purple Straw Hat type card, add it to your hand and place the rest of the bottom deck in any order. Really strong. And the new Luffy Taro on play, Don -1, play up to 1 purple Straw Hat type card with a cost 5 or less from your hand. It's really strong as well. With the mechanic of the leader that you can add up Don on your field, what makes it really strong. I think as well this leader is promoted in tier 1. I think it's really strong. Purple making a lot of pressure here in this meta, and it's really hard to play versus the deck, and I think it's really insane. And then a card that can hold up in the meta as well is the S tier Luffy. I think Blucci is better. I think ST Luffy is really strong and can be tier 1 contender. You need to play and move your list around versus the meta versus like more mid-range decks, and playing more of the 5 cost Senki to control the Luffy board, and playing cards that destroy them is really much important. I think you can play around it and play stuff, but I think Luffy is really much faster and holds you back. But the rest of the cards are really strong, and I think it can handle ST. Like Luffy Starter deck is one of your best matchups. 100% it can handle purple, because the effects they're playing to destroy something is higher because of your leader ability. Probably you have a hard matchup, depends on how they're opening, and versus Doflamingo it's kind of rough. You're losing versus Nami, but you're winning versus Bonnie. Katakuri you're winning as well if you play it right. In is kind of hard if they're having a lot of high drops coming out and you can control the board. Versus Zoro you have the problem, you need to playing the Borsalino blocker and finding your Brooks. Versus Boa you need to be cautious as well as Doflamingo because they can remove your blocker. And versus Ratio you have a really good matchup. Yeah, so it's suitable with more good matchups in the meta to be at the tier 1 spot. Kaido I will put a tier 2 deck. I will put down, then we have less, sorry, I have this multiple cards here. I will start with Kagara is a really strong mid-range deck. I would put Kagara as a tier 2 deck, at the 1.5 deck, sorry. It's really strong. I think it's very suitable in this meta. It has some tops as well. It's like, if it's rolling, it rolls. And you can do nothing about it. It rolls higher than Doflamingo. With stronger body with 7k and searchable power, it's really strong. Chopper I will do as a stronger tier 2 deck. It's really strong. Didn't have any top sadly, but I think it's suitable as a tier 2 deck, can be promoted at tier 1.5, and it will be better. The Lord Purple, I don't see him right now. I will put him in tier 2. Didn't got any support, it's not playable right now. And for my last contender, it's Smoker. I will put as tier 1, and we look up right now. Right now it's Black Smoker as the last deck. He is really strong as well. So you see we having right now a black meta. So black. We have 4 black decks as the top spot. So it is right now a black meta. Since you get everything like Ice Age, Banjo-Tsuru and Kobe, what's really good, you get like new cards as well. This Smoker Tashigi version, on play you might play trash 1 black navy card type from your hand, up to 2 of your opponent's character with 4 cost or less cannot attack. Or don't play, it's not good. The Sengoku is really good. On play you might trash 2 black navy cards. Oh no, I set up my Gecko Moria with this. Oh no. From your hand, initially there's navy, you draw 3. It's so insane. You make +1 and set up your grave for Moria. And you see all the time I'm talking about Moria, I think is what this card should be banned. Play Tashigi, one of the most broken cards. On play, if your leader smokes up to 1 of your opponent's character, 4 cost during this turn. Active main was better, so if he sticks on board. If this character was played on this turn, push up to 1 of your opponent's character with a cost of 0. So reducing 4 with your leader Smoker. If you don't know, don't 1. Once per turn, give up to 1 of your opponent's character -1 can during this turn. If there was a character with a 0 cost during this turn, your leader gets +1000. So you can play her, give -4, then give -1. With the leader, it's 5, and then destroy her with her effects, and you get the boost and can swing higher. Then we have the Hina. Then 1 opponent's turn, this character gets +4. Active main. Once per turn, you might place 1 card from your trash at the bottom of your deck. Give up to 1 rested down card to your leader. You don't play this one. It didn't see any play in any decks, sadly. And then you have the Monkey Digger blocker. Active once per turn, you might place 1 card from your trash at the bottom of your deck. Give to 1 of your opponent's character -1 during this turn. For free, you can play better cards as the other healer, giving 5 minus or the Brook. I think it's really better, and I will do this deck list. Now let's put up the new artworks, guys. For what I'm having them here, right? I have like some new artworks. Here you go. Okay, I would say this is the tier list, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Talked about 20 minutes about it. If you have any suggestion what I can change about this, or any playstyle cards you could change, I would think of that. By the way, Smoker is near Lucci because they were clashing, and like Luffy is one of the worst of black decks. Yeah, I would say it's suitable to have this kind of tier list here. This is my final decision now. What you guys thinking? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like and tell me what is your most favorite starter deck, and I said to win one of these starter decks. Thank you always for watching, and good luck finding your One Piece. Bye. And at the end, shout out to memberships for champion highest rank. ADF Wolf, thank you very much for supporting this channel, and always stay super.